Hey guys, in this video I'm taking you through the installation process of Windows 10 using VMware Workstation. So let's go right into it. So I'm assuming you have VMware installed and downloaded the ISO. So you go to File, New Virtual Machine. Next, you're not gonna use a CD. So you go into your ISO file where it's selected in the browser. You copy it, make sure the path is correct, then next, Windows, the version is correct, and then you double check on the next steps, everything is correct. Next, here you can specify how much space you want the drive to have. Because this is just a test, so I can limit it to 15. I'm not gonna do much and leave it at split. And then you double check all your details and you say finish. So it's now going to take you to this new page where you can do further fine tuning of all the settings you want, the network and stuff like that into the setting, but we're not gonna do that right now. So on the next options, you can also verify your ISO file option is correct. Then you press the green button. Here we go. So you let the VMware start up. It's going to now pull the ISO file and try to do like it's booting from CD, almost like we're installing a normal Windows. Then comes a problem. You see, it's trying to load all the Windows file. Now it couldn't load it properly, so the system say it's unsuccessful. So this is where a couple of guys have been struggling. Even myself, I try to struggle. That's the reason why I made a video to share what I found. So when this screen shows up, you don't panic. You don't panic. You don't restart or say, oh, this thing is not gonna work. Just give it time. Wait a couple of seconds. This thing is going to work. It's going to give you the boot manager settings. And you give it a couple of more seconds, then it shows boot manager, and here you just goes into the second option, EFI VMware Virtual Set a CD-ROM drive. You just select that one, and as soon as you select that one, this screen pop up. You press any key. Don't wait even a second, otherwise the system is gonna fail again. So you press any key from there, and then you're going to see Windows going to start loading. So make sure again when you select that EFI, automatically you press any key, just like you were installing from a CD. Then you let your Windows to load as normally. Then from here, I'm sure you can take it from there, but for anyone who still want to follow the process, then you select install now, and it takes you to the next stage. The system is setting up. It's depending on how fast your system is. If you have a lot of RAM, your CPU is faster, it should be much faster. If not, then it's gonna be a bit slower, then you have to wait. So when it's coming, you don't have a product key, you can choose I don't have a product key, or you can input a product key. If you have it, then it should be connected on the internet because it should verify the activations. If you don't have, then you come here. You select the versions of Windows you want to have on the system. If it's a Windows Professional Education, on any one you want, you select it and you click next. Then you let the system load. As always, accept the license agreement without reading. Here, make sure you click on custom, not upgrade, because if you click on upgrade, it's gonna restart because you don't have any Windows to upgrade. So you restart the process again. So you make sure you go to custom. Restart the process again. So when the process boot up, accept license. Now you go to custom. Then here you can see the 15 gigabyte of storage that you specify to it. So if you create new, it format it, create a new partitions for your system file and your disk drive. So then you click next. So then you start installing. So this is going to take a couple of minutes, probably maybe 30 or so, depending on your system. Then you give it a time, you wait for it. It's going to get all the file ready, and Windows is going to copy all the files. After that, it install the system update, everything, all the features, and then it fine-tune your installations. Then it's going to restart. You are still within a virtual machine, Windows VMware Workstation. So your computer is not gonna restart. Well, that's obvious. Then from there, it's going to put up the system again. Then it's going to take you through the process again of getting Windows ready and all the system update. So you just give it time. Finally, your system is going to get ready, and then just waiting again a moment there, and then you're going to get all sort of notification from Microsoft. These are the latest Windows. This is Windows version 1903. A lot of people are still using version 18. So this is a bit, the installation process is a bit different. Some new features have been added. So you just hang in there, wait a couple of more seconds, minutes, depending, and you select the region you are. Then from here, you can select how you want it for personal or organization, and you click next. Then you wait for the next steps that will show up. It's still going to ask you to wait for another moment because this is a setup. So probably for every click you make, Windows is installing software in the background. Then here you can create an account. If you want an offline account, you have to select offline account. Otherwise, if you want an online account, it's gonna ask you for the email, or if you click create an account, that means you need to create another email with Microsoft, and then it's going to ask you to enter your details for a new email address. You can enter whatever you want for an email address, or if you already have an email address, you can go back to the other systems to input your email address. Otherwise, you use this to get a new email address. I'm not going to create a new email address here, so I'm just going to reverse back to the previous steps. Then you come back to the previous step, you select offline account, and it takes you to the next step. Then from here you can just choose a username, any name you want to. Then you input it, user, and you click next. It's gonna take you to the next stage for a password. You have to enter the password, any password you want. Make sure you remember it, you don't want to forget it. Make it simple, it's just a virtual machine. You can make it complex if you want to. And you can see your password there. Confirm the password. Then you go to the next stage. You can double check. Then this one is a new feature Microsoft have added to more extra securities. So here you can select 3 basic questions in case you forget your password. It's like a recovery method they've used instead of the old way when you have to have a drive. So here you just choose which question you want to answer. Like my childhood nickname, I just answer me. Another security question, the name of my oldest cousin, I just say to him. He just want answers. He's not going to complain about your answers. Then the next stage is a Windows Cortana. It's up to you if you want to accept or you want to decline this. It's up to you. Then you go to the next stage, and after that everything is going to be completed. Then the next stage comes. This might take a couple of more seconds, again depending on how fast your system is, but in any case it's going to take a couple of minutes because Windows have tons of small software that it needs to install to keep everything in place. Then boom, there is your window created and installed, and your network, it detects your PC network. Then you just say yes. Then you have already your computer connected, even the latest news. So this is how Windows 10 is installed into a virtual machine, VMware Workstation. Thanks guys for following. Please like, subscribe and share if it was any useful to you. That's a motivation for posting more stuff like this. Thank you guys. Cheers.